So you want to know what's behind the title screen? Don't worry, it's not too crazy. But if you know anything about watching my channel, you know we like to take crazy to the next level. So don't forget to hit that like button. Do it for Kelvin. Okay, so to pull this off, I'm using a mod called Unity Explorer. If you need a tutorial on how to get it, you can click that link at the top. Now all I'm doing here is I'm actually loading in the title scene into the gameplay that we're playing here. What you see here is an actual result of the world itself and the menu combined. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into that title scene that we loaded in, and I'm just going to disable any of the objects that we don't need. A lot of these objects are just like cameras and menu items that you see below, like the logo, and we're going to leave the active twin scene in play. And if you remember from the title scene, we have a lot of rocks, water, and things in play that we're going to try and get rid of here. To better help me with this, I'm actually going to bring this scene into the part of the world that I'm in. Right now it's underneath the map, and I just need to load it up at my current position. Now that I have the scene on the surface, I want to start to remove some of these rocks into post-processing. I did take the time to actually explore a little bit of what this looked like without all the processing in place. It almost reminds me of that mirror that was in Virginia's room before they took it out. And here's the thing we're trying to target now. So I'm going to quickly remove all of the rocks, the water, the raindrops, and the lighting. That's going to let me focus on the blob of mutants we have right in front of us. If you're doing this yourself, make note of these 3 mutants down below. We're going to take a quick look at it. But I want to get rid of that loaded 7 mods to the top left of the screen, and to do this I'm going to go to the Don't Destroy and Load scene and actually go within the menu with the SUI canvas and remove the mod indicator. Now we can get a good look at the mutant here. Now I say it's a mutant, but if you remember what we looked at in the game objects, it's actually 4 mutants put together, and they're all twins. But it was not what I expected. So I'm going to go ahead and individually raise each one of these, and we're going to take a better look in just a second. If you're doing this at home, you can take your time and put them in any position you'd like. I'm just raising them up and moving them out the way so I can kind of get a glimpse of each one individually, see what's different about them. It shouldn't take too long. I'm doing all of this in real time, just in case you're following along. So here it is, and it is not what I expected to see underneath the ground. I really don't have a way to describe anything I'm looking at, and the only differences I can see are the animations on the arms. Some are doing different poses, but it looks like the bodies are all the same. And it's disturbing. Like I said, I have no words. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm very curious. This is where the ideas start rolling around in my head. Started to think, what if I put all this back together and just try to expand it to make it look like an NPC? Maybe a boss. Increase its scale from maybe 2 to 22 and just get an outside view. Now it has no collision, I don't have anything to worry about here. But just looking at it, imagine if you were building a base and maybe one of these things just exploded in the area. Maybe not on the base, but maybe somewhere nearby, like a fence area or something. Something where it wouldn't do too much damage, but you can actually take it on in a fair fight, you know? And that's what I was kind of thinking about here, if this was an actual thing. How crazy it would be. I mean, look at those limbs. Imagine if they came smacking down on you and you had to try to fight this thing. It would be crazy. Maybe if you had something like golf carts or sleds nearby, it could drop an arm down and grab and throw one of these things. That would be totally insane. But I tell you, I would be down to fight this thing, just probably not by myself. It'd probably make sense if it didn't have any mobility because it has such a far stretch or something like that, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, because that's pretty much where my mind is leading me when I look at this thing. Now, if that doesn't do it for you, let me flip this thing upside down. What if it was like a floating monster where the arms are just coming down, kind of like lightning strikes on the land, you know, flying over your base, picking up objects, throwing Kelvin, throwing Virginia. Who knows? I don't even know how you would take on something like that, but I'm just trying to throw that fear factor out there, you know? Here's a third one I put together where I just combined at least 8 or so of these twins into one massive arm-flinging twin beast. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was that cool? Was that crazy? Alright, so what about this one? What if the player had the opportunity, once you beat the game, to maybe get mutated and become one of these freaky mutant twins? It would definitely fit into the craziness of this game. Maybe you missed a cube or maybe something like that. If that were the case, maybe we can give Kelvin big hugs, you know? Give him a forearm tug. Let him know how proud we are of you, Kelvin, of all the hard work that you do. In reality, Kelvin's probably so scared he can't even move. I think it'd be a good idea, grabbing plants, checking in on the tactical soldiers, fighting cannibals, maybe going into cannibal camps and just messing with their minds, you know? Why do they keep running from my hugs? This dude tried to swole up. He tried to chest up on me. Sadly, it wasn't until after I recorded this video that I thought of ways I could make actual attacks from this, so that might be a video that's coming real soon. I think I have somewhere I can go with that. But you know, maybe there'd be like a alternate storyline where you're the mutant and Timmy has to do all the work. I don't know, Timmy kind of takes all the fun out of the game, to be honest. Lastly here, I experimented with Kelvin, right? So, as you can see, I took one of those, well, I guess, yeah, one of those twin mutants and I put it on Kelvin. He's digging it. He's got some new headgear. It's a little itchy, but it works for him, man. He's so peaceful, doing casual stuff. Scratching his chin, and the good life for Kelvin. But what if we took this mutation and kind of made it kind of like face armor, you know? So what I did here was gave Kelvin top of the line face creepy armor that can also equip weapons too. Check this out. I don't know, when I saw the little hand, it reminded me of, I guess it was that scary movie where the guy was like, grab my little hand. So I decided to put an axe in it. Like I said, I don't know where these ideas come from. They just kind of come to me as I'm doing the craziness, you know? So these are the results. I have to see them. I like to share them with you. And so does Kelvin. That's right, Kelvin. Let's go for a ride. Oh, there's a foot hanging off of there. Okay, ride's over. That was freaky. I didn't see that the first time. But that little mutant hand, it's got some skill. Look at the way it flings this axe around. Very impressed. Very impressed. It looks so legit. I would definitely take any kind of mutant, facehugger, familiar, whatever you want to call them, minions, creepy armor expansion pack. Make it happen. Make some of my other things happen. We got other things on this channel, like driving cars and stuff. Don't act like you don't know, Kelvin. But yeah, N-Night needs to make this stuff happen. If you weren't freaked out enough, Kelvin will ensure at some point that facehugger creepy armor is life, yo. But anyways, I really hope you liked this video. Do what you do. Like, comment, subscribe, memberships, products. We got it all for you. And until next time, have a great day.